Alright, what's good? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use your Edge panel and everything that it can do. So let's get into it. If you're not familiar of what the Edge panel is, basically it's this group of panels that do a lot of different things like opening apps and shortcuts to different functions like screenshots and different things like that. You can access your Edge panel by swiping from where this little gray tab is. Usually it's right here. The first panel that you have is the one that allows you to launch apps in split screen, floating windows, or just apps normally like this. If there's no app open, it's going to launch normally. So if I tap an app, then it will open it up. Then if I open the Edge panel again and I tap another app, then normally it will just open up the app, but I have it set to open in split screen just by tapping it once. And then if I open the Edge panel again and I tap and hold the app, I can drag it to open in split screen in either the top or the bottom on the outer display or in the middle for a floating window. And floating windows can be resized and moved around to however you want them, to wherever you want them to go. And then when you have apps in split screen, you can also save app pairs to the Edge panel. So add to the Edge panel and then boom. Now I have that app pair saved to the Edge panel and I can open it up very quickly just by tapping it once like that. So the Edge panel is firstly used for multitasking and it's just very convenient to get to apps that you use frequently. Going into the Edge panel even more, if you click the pencil down here, then you can add whatever apps from your phone to the Edge panel. You can make folders with them. So I have some folders here. You can adjust the color of the folders. I put mine to 0, so there's no color at all. It's just transparent. And then you can tap these dots at the top right here. And basically you have some options. So for a split screen, you can set it to touch and hold. So you have to touch and hold the app, drag it to the part of the screen where you want it to open for a split screen. Or you can set it to be tapped. So that's how I have it, where I can just tap the app and it opens split screen very quickly. Then you have sketch to image, which is these AI functions at the top right here. This one, and then you have smart select, which is the other one. And then show recent apps. So at the top 4, you'll see the recent apps that you've used that aren't in the Edge panel already. And then you have show app names. I turn it off for aesthetic purposes. So that's the basics of the first panel. This is just for quick access to apps and multitasking. Very quickly, I'll show you what this does. So this is Smart Select, and basically it allows you to use AI to smartly capture a screenshot. Then you can also sketch the image on top of whatever you screenshot, or you can copy it to your clipboard, share, or just save it. So it's a cool little AI integration right here. Like I can draw a smiley face, generate, and see what happens. Honestly, I don't know what it did, to be honest. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, AI, you can do stuff with AI and screenshot it. Then you have sketch the image, where you can basically just quickly sketch something. So let's say I want to draw a monkey. Maybe it won't get my monkey right though, because I'm not good at drawing and this is on the front screen, not using the S Pen. But of course you can do this on the inner screen with your S Pen, which is more convenient and easier than using your finger like I'm doing right now. So it turned my drawing into like a mouse. So it's pretty interesting. But yeah, that's all you can do with this first panel right here. So if you go to your Edge panel, then press this gear wheel at the bottom, then it will open up settings, and basically you can enable and disable the different Edge panels. So I'm going to go through each one. The first one I showed you was apps. Next is tasks. Then there's tools, people, weather, reminder, and clipboard. So let's get into tasks. So basically, to switch between your Edge panels, when you enable them, you just swipe. You'll go to the next Edge panel in the order that you set them. So you can actually adjust the order of the Edge panels like this. You just tap and hold, and it will allow you to drag them into the order that you want. So yeah, going back to tasks. So tasks, basically you can have a bunch of different functions on your phone and access them very quickly. Like for example, this is a new tab in the internet browser. Or enter your camera app to the video mode. You can also start a voice recording. You can go to smart things to control your TV. You can write a quick note with the pen tool, take a screenshot, add an alarm. This is pretty useful to add a quick alarm. And then, add a detailed event to your calendar, create a new contact. Create a new contact is pretty sick too. So you can add a bunch of quick functions from your phone to just access them very quickly with the Edge panel. This is the list of them. So you got timer, stopwatch, roll clock, view album, view item, view bookmarks, type of notes, make calls, use the keypad, view recent calls, screen record. So there's a lot of different options for the tasks menu, and it's pretty cool for, like I said, quick little functions. So next you have the tools one, and it's pretty sick because if you tap the dots up here, you got a compass, which works as a compass. Then you got a tally counter. So I don't know, let's say for example, you need to count how many people come into your store. So you can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time you see a person, you can do that. And as soon as they leave, you can minus it to subtract the amount of people in your store. And then you can turn on vibration or turn it off. You can set a target and then reset, obviously. So it's pretty sick. The next tool you have is flashlight. So of course you can just access your flashlight normally like this, or I have mine accessed like this. But the difference with using your flashlight through the edge panel is that you can control the brightness. So if you press the minus, then it will go dimmer. If you press the plus, it will go brighter. So yeah, it gives you a little bit more control over the flashlight, which is pretty cool. Then you also have the option of doing the SOS signal at the bottom, and it will basically just flash the light in the SOS pattern. So the next tool is the surface level. Basically, you can use your Samsung phone to see if a surface is level. It's pretty sick because you can just put it down. If you don't have a level on hand right now, you can just use your phone like that. And then the last tool is the ruler tool. So I think this is also really cool because it shows a ruler on the side of your phone, and you can go between centimeters or inches, and you can calibrate, obviously, to adjust it. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool to just, you know, get a quick measurement or something if you don't have a ruler on you. So that's the tools tab. And then next you have the contacts panel. So basically you can add favorite contacts to here, and you know, it'll allow you to quickly call them or text them just by tapping on it. So it's pretty sick. And you can go to edit, obviously, and add different people. At the bottom you can select more contacts right here and just add them to this. The next panel is the weather panel, obviously. So you got your weather, and then if you tap it, it will open up the weather app and you can see more information. It's just a quick way to see the weather without having it on your home screen at all times. So the next panel is the reminder tab. And this is really cool because you can see your reminders that you have, and you can quickly tap them to edit them or complete them or share them or whatever, all from your edge panel. And then you can add a quick reminder, or you can just open the reminder app. The next panel is the clipboard panel. So screenshots, text that you've copied recently, all that kind of stuff will show up right here. And then you can copy them again and then paste them. So they'll be the most recent thing if you press copy. And then you can also, you know, delete them. You can pin them so that they always stay there, and you can just, like, let's say there's an email or a password you need to constantly put in somewhere, then you can pin it and then come back to this, press copy, and then paste it wherever you need to paste it. Same with screenshots and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Then you can clear at the bottom. So those are all the panels, but the customization for the edge panel goes a little bit deeper. So if you tap and hold the edge panel, then you can drag it to wherever you want it to be on the screen, even on the other side, anywhere on the screen. And it's just really nice to access it. So the philosophy for where I keep mine is so that it's easy to reach with my thumb at the natural height. So like, let's say right here, this is where my thumb naturally is. So if I want to reach the edge panel, then I do that. I keep it high enough so that it doesn't get in the way of a back swipe gesture. So I always have that little bit of space. And then going further with the customization of the edge panel, you can customize the handle. So the transparency, you know, how visible is it going to be? You can customize the size. So if you look at it, it's increasing in size as you slide it up and down. You can also customize the width, so how thick it is. You can customize the vibrate when the handle is touched. And then you can also customize the color of it. So, you know, if you want it to be any color, you can use the spectrum for more variation. You can even input your colors at the bottom, and then there will be recent colors showed at the bottom as well. So a lot of customization with that. You can manually change the position in here from right or left. And then you can also lock the handle position so you can't accidentally move it. So there's a lot of customization when it comes to edge panel, and that is basically all there is to it. So some of the use cases for the edge panel is like I said earlier, quick multitasking with the apps. So open up YouTube, then boom, open up YouTube Music. But since I have tap on, I can just tap YouTube Music and it will open in split screen automatically. Then you have app pairs, so it will open 2 apps that you have saved in that app pair very quickly. That's how I mainly use the edge panel, but like I've shown you, there's so many different use cases for the edge panel and all the different things you can do with it. So hopefully this video gave you some understanding of it, and hopefully it encourages you to just get the most out of your Samsung device. I got a lot more videos coming out, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. As you can see in my checklist right here, I got Galaxy Watch Ultra first impressions, Z Flip 6 review, S Pen tutorial, a lot more coming out. So yeah, you don't want to miss them. But until the next video, we are out. Peace.